there, Shahy. Welcome to Shahy's Easy English. In this video, we will look at how you can fill out a form. To fill out a form means to put your information, write your information, or type it in a form. Okay, so the form has many questions. It can be an application form. It can just be a form for, submitting your information to a university or something else. Right, so let's get cracking. The first question is usually, what is your marital status? Okay, you might be single. Okay, if you're a man, you will always write Mr. Mr. is for all men. Even if it's a baby, it's still Mr. if it's a boy. But for women, there are 3 different categories. Number 1 is Miss. Miss. Okay, it's spelled the same as I miss you. Do you miss me? Okay, it's the same way, it's spelled the same way. So the first one is Miss, okay? And they will use, so the first one is Miss, okay? The second one is Mrs. Mrs. is when somebody is married, okay? And Ms. is usually used for ladies who have been divorced, who are no longer married but were married before. But nowadays, many times, women like to write MS, Ms, okay, when they fill out a form. I also do it sometimes, just so people don't categorize me. The other question, which is usually one of the first questions also, it might be number 1 or number 2, is your gender. Your gender. A person's gender means they are male or female. Male is a man, female is a woman, okay? I am female. You might be male. You might be female, okay? So this is gender. Or they might say sex, which means they're talking about your gender still, okay? It's not anything rude because it's a form. Then they have first name. First name is a name everybody calls you by, okay? Your name might be Cat, okay? Your second name, which is your family name, might be Smith, so it might be Cat Smith. But if it is a maiden name, it means that it is the name of a lady that was used before she was married, okay? Before she was married, she might have been called Frida, okay? And now that she's married, they call her by a different name. So there's that. And the middle name is, it might be Cat Johnson Smith, okay? I know it's a weird combination. Okay, it might be that. It might be something else. It might be Sarah Abdul Aziz. So Abdul would be the middle name, okay? The name that is in the middle. Right? And then your address. American English, they might say address, but in England, we just say, what's your address? Okay, it might be your flat number where you live, the number of your flat. It might say Stanton House, okay, name of building. It might be Stanton House, it might be something else. And then you will have your address, okay? You will have your street or your road. And then you will have this is how we have it. For example, 24 Linden Drive, Leicester, where I am from. And then you have your postcode. It might be LE1 7LW, okay. Okay, so this might be the area code. We have postcode. In America, they have zip code. So it varies, okay. This is your area code. You might have this in your country. And you might just have a post box. You might not have a postman delivering your letter. Regardless, if you're writing your information on a form, this needs to be there. Your address needs to be on the form. Your citizenship might be on a form. They might be asking you, what is your citizenship? Okay. Are you a permanent resident of the UK? Ireland? Okay, are you a permanent resident of Saudi Arabia? And so you can take yes or no. That means, do you live here? Have you lived here forever? Does your passport say that you are a citizen of this country. This is what a citizen of the country means. It will say on your passport that you are a British citizen, you are a Jordanian citizen. If you are not sure about your citizenship, check your passport. Okay, that's the best place to find out what your citizenship is. Okay, so employment history. If you are filling out an application form for a job, you will need to put your employment history. So your work history is when you worked, the date, where you worked, and for how long you worked for. It's as simple as that, and you can tell them what kind of job. If they might ask you for extra details, and if you need to put that, then that's fine. Okay. Another thing that they might ask you is references. Do you know what a reference is? A reference is, they might say a reference 1 and reference 2. This is what we usually have, reference 1 and reference 2. A referee is not for a boxing match or something, no. A referee is a person who knows you, and they can say, hey, you know, this person is really good and they're hardworking, and, you know, I can trust them. So they can give you a good reference. They can say something good about you. Okay, and so you need to make sure you write down names of people that you can trust, that they will say something nice about you if you're applying for a job or a place at university or something. And at the end of a form, there is something called a declaration. Declaration means you are signing to say everything that you have put, okay, is true. Okay, you're declaring your information to be true. So you just sign your name and date it. It might be electronic, it might be, you know, by hand. You might have to fill in your form by hand. By hand means you use a pen and you write out the form. Online, electronically, is to use the internet. Right, so that's it. Okay, so we've come to the end, and if you didn't catch what I said, you need to go back and listen to it. Thank you so much for all your support. It's been wonderful knowing different people from Hello Talk and from everywhere else. So take care. See you soon. And if you have any requests, pop them down below in the comment section. I read every comment and reply to them all. So take care. See you soon. Have a wonderful day, and bye for now.